Hello and welcome to Train Symphonetic and day 18. So hiya Anthony, you're having your grandchild birthday, so you won't be saying much, but hiya, and I hope your preview went well last night. Hiya Lee, hiya Beatty, hiya Ash, and hiya anybody else who is out there. I hope everyone's well today. We have a good little turnout. For people who still haven't entered the Christmas competition, the thingy what's it, the email address is in the bottom. Answer one of the questions to enter once, enter both of the questions to be entered twice. So first one is, on the 12 days of Christmas, what do you get on the 11th day? And on the second one, what was the Easter item in one of my videos? Email me at the address in the description and call it Christmas Competition 2021 or something like that, and I'll make sure you're in it. So, as I got people in chat today, you can say what you reckon is going to be behind the doors on the advent calendar. My bet is a horse, but I'm not quite sure what everyone else will say. I reckon we'll have a police officer, someone will say, but I can't remember. A woman, that's something else that people say, and I can't remember what else. So what do people reckon today? And I haven't done any more shopping yet. I got an interesting idea of a video to do eventually. Is I got this glue-free with on my first round of Sheffield order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare it to this one. I'm going to build two other new buildings and see how they do. So we've got a doctor. So can anybody see day 18? Aha, just there. And we've got a man with a broom. So I'll put him on the desk, and bring the camera over. So that's our person today. Definitely think I need to get a gimbal for close-up shots like this, because there's a lot of movement and I'm not really, and I'm trying to keep my hand steady, so eventually a gimbal will be on my list. Or if anybody kind enough to buy me a gimbal, I would never say no. Okay, let's go back to the overhead camera and put that there. So we've been looking at for TV times. Yeah, definitely, it's a doctor sweeping the floor before he opened. So I agree, it's a doctor. So I've been looking at for TV times, and the Queen is doing her speech at 3 o'clock on Christmas Day. Therefore, Christmas Day, my live stream will be 3:30. I have got two lovely little volunteers who will be polling up for names and deciding for prizes. So you'll get to see Little Helper and Little Helper 2. Mum will be there as well, and me, so there's going to be 4 of us. So it should be a good little stream. Then on Boxing Day, because I want a reason to escape, I'm going to be building for Metcalfe department store. So we've got more trees today. I'm starting to think that there's a theme to this one. Oh, my streams are lovely. Yes, I'm looking forward to the Metcalfe build. Just sit there. I might work out how to get music for you lot. I know how to give music to myself. So go and put that there. And we can see how that's looking now. So we need to put grass cover down. We need to build for well. We need to put the people in here. I need to put a hole for the cable to light up the pub. And I need to do other stuff. So let's go on to the Metcalfe build today. So we all remember this. This is the beginning of the tower block. If I do something clever like that, I might be able to get it in the camera in 2 places so you can see up and down. Considering I don't know where about the camera is in relation. There we go. You can see it upwards and from the top and from the side. So I'll go and carry on with this. So that's where about we got to last time. If I do that one, I can go like that. I don't know what setting I've done to make it half transparent. So we got that bit there to do, then we got that bit there, then we got that bit there. Then we'll go on to the next page and see how far we get today. So if I go back to camera, and we need an S4. If I was clever, I would work out how to put the instructions on the screen. So I have emailed Metcalfe before, and I have said I have absolutely no problem with me sharing the instructions on the screen. I might actually do that in a moment. So we need that. And we need S5, which I think are those two little bits. Yeah, S5 are those two little bits. So grab my glue and try not to keep on dropping my thingy, what's it? And that just sounded like Little Helper complaining about the results in Strictly Come Dancing. So around the pillar and affixed to the underside of the first floor, and then put that on there. So this is actually slightly more complicated than I thought. So something like that, something like that. Stick that there, and stick that there. Then we stick these on the edge there. Try not to stick myself at the same time. I think these are just stiffening parts. So how's everyone doing today? Have anyone been up to anything interesting? Anyone got any interesting models? So I'm planning to take the 1st of January and the 7th of January off, and then come back on the 14th of January. So I really got to stop dropping that like that. So this glues on there like so. And then that goes in there like so. That makes sense. So what I'm going to do is temporarily give us a blank screen. So we're going to go blank for a second. Okay, so you should now hear me. So I now go and add capture device, add existing, and I think it's going to be that one, but nope. So just delete that one, add video capture, and you now got to Richard, so you can see me now. Then you do add capture, and I think it's existing USB 3. Nope. So add capture, add existing. That's the only one I haven't tried. So now I should have that on there. So now I want to open a web source, go and put in Metcalf. Go on to the models, town and country, and go on to the flat. Go on to the download and download the kit. Now I want to do add. I believe it's a display capture. Press OK. Press OK. Now I make that small there and I zoom in here. So hopefully you can now see what I'm doing. So hopefully, so if I go and quickly move that over there, I can still see what everyone's doing. Ooh, nasty. So we can now see what I'm up to so that everyone can follow on with my mistakes and tell me when you notice what I'm doing wrong. So we're now on S7, which I think it's going to say there are several of. S7, the 1, 2, 3, 4 of. So I now need to make sure not to do it underneath the camera, which is actually pretty not too bad. Well, day after Boxing Day, I'm taking Little Helper and Little Helper 2 to the pantomime. So that should be quite good. We had our staff Christmas do before Christmas. So we managed to enjoy that. Am I the only one thinking that I might have needed to delete these at some point? So a bit of glue on these before they go too far wrong. Bit of glue on here and here. Bit of glue on there, and on there. So hopefully everything will now stay in place. So a bit of glue on here. So yeah, anyone else know of any good bargain, any companies doing bargains for Christmas? I've been using Rails of Sheffield, and one of my plans this year is next year 2022, which amazed me that we're already at that point, is to go down and visit Rail of Sheffield because they're just up the road from me. Okay, so we now need to put the base around the base of the shop. So if I scroll down here, we got that to do, then we've got this to do, including the final door. I think we'll get the button done today, and then we will leave the apartment walls for tomorrow. Then we can do the balcony after that. We're going to see Robin Hood. I can't remember what tells this on. So we're halfway through, or we will be by the end of this. Yeah, I asked Metcalf a while ago if I had any problems if I did this. And they said, nope, no problems. And then since then, I just forgotten about it. Okay, disappear off the screen for a moment. Actually, I'll be better off just using a ruler. I'm not quite sure what the tolerances are on this. Yeah, as I was referred to the instructions, I then had the thought of actually asking Metcalf. And they said, yeah, we have no problems. It's off their website. And somewhere I have email confirming it, just in case I ever get to a copyright strike. But yeah, as it's always useful to know what people are doing. I actually stole this from a Lego YouTuber. So that's my mistake for the day. Somebody forgot to score the lines. You lot just watch it to see what today's mistake is, don't you? So all this week's stream up to Christmas Day will be 7:30 streams. Later on in the week we will start actually building the Christmas scene rather than just placing things around it. And then I'm not sure what else is going to happen. In the words of the Thunderbirds, anything can happen in the next 5 minutes, next 30 minutes. So let me quickly... Hi Mark, good to have you there. Quickly go to this one, we can see what this is looking like. So we've got lift shaft there, communal area with all the letterbox, and then lift shaft there with the lift waiting. So I think that looked quite good. So I now need to go and find that button. There we go. I might actually really make my machine to work at some point and do even more things at once. So, does anybody know where I put all the windows? So we need A3, yeah, I do have more clamps around somewhere, I just don't have a clue where. But they are definitely helpful. A1, A2, we then need a door, which go with this. So those go back there. I went through a phase when I I have unpacked most things. I just realised I got a few model railway things I haven't unpacked. I haven't unpacked any model railway stuff apart from the streaming stuff. But that's because the model railway room needed a few minor upgrades. So, put a bit of sticky stuff on here. So, everything is unpacked apart from a few little bits. I don't have any packing boxes about. One of my things in the new year is to actually cull half of the stuff I got because I don't use it. So let's find the appropriate bit now. Put them there, put that there, put that there. Move you back. Something just made lights at me. So cut this here. So how do people deal with the leftover scalpel blades? That's one thing I always been struggling with. I know you could just put them in for general waste. If you know anybody with sharp butts, you can put it in a sharp butts. But on the whole, it's quite a hard one to sort out. So, door, door, window, window, window. So, can I get my hand there? So, if you look at that instruction just about underneath my finger, you can see that it's saying put the door slightly above the level of everything else. So we can get the windows in to start off with. So bit of sticky on the window. That's okay. I've just been gradually building stuff. The only important bit you missed is we're now on 7:30 streams until Christmas Day, which is 3:30 after the Queen's speech. I'm not going to watch the Queen's speech, but I don't want to compete with her. I don't know anyone who watched the Queen's speech. I really need to get my sticky stuff sorted for here. So what I'm going to do is just make sure everything line up with a base on this and all the window frames are nicely centered. So we've got the last frame to go in. I'm looking forward to the build on Boxing Day, which is for department stores. As that's going to be a nice feature in the layout. So a bit of sticky stuff along there. Make sure to get my fingers quite nicely. Make sure it line up with everything. Hi Stephen, good to have you there. Yeah, I got your giveaway DH. I can actually check who we got, but everyone make sure to enter. So if I scroll this up a bit, so I now need to wrap the foyer around and then make sure that the doorstops stick out. And this is the point where I'll be sensible and think about lights, but because we all know what I'm like, that's a future Richard problem. But unlike my clamps, I do know where about my LED strips are. So just have a look at what Timur's instructions are. So I'm going to flip across to this camera and press that button there. And we can see the building. That started to look pretty good. So tomorrow we'll put the sides on. And after that, I'm not quite sure where we go with it. So I might scare you for a little bit. So I'll just have this against something for a little bit. So that to have a bit of pressure against it. But like I said, everybody who haven't entered the competition, enter the competition. It doesn't do you any harm. I really appreciate everybody having everyone here. I'll see you all tomorrow, 7:30. Make sure to tell your friends. Make sure to tell everyone to enter the competition. I'm not saying if you have multiple email addresses, I wouldn't notice anything, but feel free to enter the competition. And I'll see you all tomorrow at 7:30. Thank you very much. And thank you for all the comments. Thank you very much.